Whoa, hold on, spoilers. Hello, welcome to Mahjong Monday. I hope you brought money, just like I asked. We are doing some real gambling today, and yes, we are streaming from the bathroom. One of you asked me to put the class outside, so we are now outside the classroom. I hope this will suffice. How are you guys tonight? Doing well, I hope. Can you believe it? I'm even starting a little bit earlier. Smells like pee. Well, this is the women's bathroom, and women don't pee or poop, so it smells immaculate in here, if anything. Just wanted to dispel that fact. As you can see, there are no urinals in the background. But yes, today, my plan is to... I felt like my last review, even though I made it off of PowerPoint, could have used a little bit more touching up. So I thought, instead of redoing the entire thing, what if we just took the book, the Mahjong Bible, and we went ahead and just went through the core concepts. It already helps that we went through a lot of them the last time, so I don't have to read it word by word. We can just gloss over and review most of the stuff and then introduce a couple more things because we are now trying to get a little bit more in depth. Also, Flam, do you have a Mahjong Soul account? If you do, you should add me sometime. That way we can all be added on each other with Mahjong Soul. Which, by the way, is getting a Blue Archive collab. If anyone plays. Perfect. So that's part of the reason why I'm doubling down on Mahjong in our schedule, is because if you're going to add my favorite characters from Blue Archive, I have no reason not to play more Mahjong. And it seems like you guys really enjoy the Mahjong. I know, right? It already opened my wallet, and I haven't even... It opened my wallet in the last event that they did. It's too soon. I'm already poor. Spare me. Oh no. If only. If Miko was there. I'm just saying. It would be so over. But I do love Hoshino being there. There's Aru and Mutsuki and Shiroko. I think that's the 4 that are going on there. Did you see the little preview that they had? I think it was posted on the GP YouTube. I think it's really cute. All right. Well, we can definitely watch it together. Hold on, let me go look for it. It is Mahjong related, so I would say it's part of the learning material. Found it. All right, let me move on to the viewing screen. Moving it to the side. There we go.
アビドスの2人はまだ来てないみたいだね。アルちゃん、麻雀は覚えられた？
国士無双、臨シャン解放。ちょっと待って、覚えた役が頭から出ていきそうだわ。
くふふ、アルちゃん、レア役ばっかり。おーおー、2人とも早いね。アルちゃんがちょっとでも役を忘れないために前乗りしてギリギリまでルールを覚えたいって言うからね。
アウトローはいかなる任務の遂行のためにも常に全力を尽くすものよ。ああ、そんな話をしてるうちに覚えた役が抜けていきそう。
私も全力を尽くす。負けない。まあまあ、みんなそんなに熱くならないで楽しんでいこう。くふふ。それじゃあいざ勝負。
Alright. I'm ready for to
じゃ
get
あ始めよっ
kuhuhu.
か。しろこちゃんが親だね。
Riichi, let's see.
対局
Hi.
スタート。
I wonder if they're gonna have like an OST and a table clock. They have to, right?
ちょっと私の牌盗まないでよ。
盗んでない。これはれっきとした麻雀の成功法。
あ
Mhm.
あ、泣くってやつね。もちろん分かってたわよ。あ、そう、試しただけよ。
I wanna get kuhuhu.
麻雀が打てる雀荘だと雀荘飯っていうのも人気らしいよ。
雀荘飯？食べられる麻雀牌が入ってるご飯とか？
あるちゃんたらそんなわけないよ。それぞれの雀荘の名物料理だよ。
I
カ
love
レー
how
の美味
Aru's
しいお
just
店とかも
feeding
あるんだって。
Shiroko.
うへー、なんだかご飯の話してたらお腹が空いてきちゃったね。柴関ラーメンって出前やってたっけ？どうだったかな。セリカ出前してくれるかな。あるちゃん、ちゃんと打ててるね。さすが。
アウトローとしてみんなに負けるわけにはいかないもの。しっかり勉強してきたわ。
勉強、アウトローというか真面目。しろこちゃん、それ以上はいけないよ。
Oi, William. Welcome. We're just looking over the cola materials. This is so sad right here.
つも2000オール。想定通り。うへへ、しろこちゃんやるね。これはおじさんも負けてられないな。
Are you going to Gamba for any of the
羽根マン
the new
1万
ones?
2000点だよ。くふふ、悪いね、あるちゃん。つもマンガン8000点。
This one.
シュエ、うまくいかなかったな。
9? Oh, you can get
No.
dupes. Let's go.
タンヤを。もうなんなの。
Of course, the cat girl goes Tanyao.
さすがアウトローの2人ね。2曲続いて、ここは社長である私がムツキの敵を打ってみせるわ。
さすがあるちゃん。でもさっきまで麻雀のマの字も知らなかったあるちゃんにできるの？
何よ。
Boom.
私が親ね。行くわよ。
She just said that she's the dealer, by the way.
前の曲でシロコが上がってた役。麻雀の勉強でもやっ
If
た。
I get
タ
Hoshino
ンヤオ
or Aru, I'll be happy.
確か2から
And
8の
Shiroko.
牌だけで手を揃えると
Which I'll be happy with all of them. But minimum Hoshino.
これってタンヤを狙いそうじゃないかしら。
Mm-hmm. Temple for $5, not too bad.
リーチ、これはいけるわ。
She really reached that hand. I love it.
あるちゃんやる。
来たわ。タンヤオよ。
He pots.
おお。お、あるちゃん。これって
みんな私のタンヤオに言葉も出ない。
Incredible Tanya.
どうかしら、このアウトローの一手。
はるちゃん、これタンヤオじゃなくてスーアンコウだよ。
スーアン。
役満だね。タンヤオよりよっぽどすごい役だよ。さすがアウトロー。
I haven't gotten any of the fancy Yakuman yet. Best I got was
そうよ。
big
本
dragons.
当はタンヤオじゃなくてスーアンコウよ。みんなを試していたのよ。
Most likely.
これぞ
They
ま
have
さ
to
に
be.
アウトローの一手よ。
さす
I wonder if they're gonna have just their original Blue Archive art.
いや、
Or
ま
if
さ
they'll
か
have
初
like
心者に
special
負けちゃう
ones.
なんてね。おじさん乾杯だよ。悔しい。それにして
The
も
fact that they posted this on April Fools got me twisted.
何だったのかな。確かに
Oh, yeah,
勝負
that's a
は
good
つ
one.
いたけど、勝った人に
I have a
は
feeling.
麻雀の精が現れて願いを叶えてくれるとか。
話が変わってきちゃうじゃない。麻雀の精がドーン
Found
って
out
現れちゃっ
Yuka,
たり
the
して。
100 kilogram one.
待たせたにゃ
って
ー。百鬼夜行の生
Yeah.
徒、
That's my
ブ
wife.
ルーアーカイブの生徒の皆さん、我らちゃんたまからの挑戦状を受けてもらうにゃ。麻雀で勝負にゃ。勝負？
誰？
Lady Team has a halo too.
勝負なら
Confirm?
望むところ。先生の
New student?
頼みってもしかしてこの勝負のこと？だったらおじさんたち負けられないな。
なんでみんな受け入れてるの？でも
Well, I mean, Hoshino and Shiroko already have their swimsuit outfits. I wonder if that's gonna be their bond. Or maybe the extra one they'll put on
アウト
sale.
ローとしてこの勝負受けて立つわ。
They always do like
相
two
手にと
outfits
って
each.
不足なし。勝負にゃ。ブルーアーカイブ。
She said the line. I don't believe so. I'm pretty sure that the main character, Setsei, doesn't even have a halo. It's just that these
エイ
girls
プリ
do.
ルフールじゃなくて本当にコラボするの？
Because the halo gives them special powers. Like superhuman endurance. Oh, really? That's interesting. I wonder what the lore explanation of that is. I haven't actually looked into it. Maybe if you're a girl, you get to have a halo. The one guy in the whole universe doesn't get to have one. So if he gets shot, then it's over for Mr. Sensei. All right, that was the co-op preview. Now, on to what I was planning to go over. We were gonna just do a little bit of review and actually use the book, which was, after I read it last night, a bit more organized. So let's do that. Scoot myself over to the right. Increase the volume. Okay. Let me put this one on the screen. Went ahead and started off with the first one. I like the fact that they did original models for the mahjong table and everything. It's kind of neat. All right. So, just a quick recap. We don't have to read this entire thing. But if you remember, we make a hand with 3 sets or 4 groups and a head. And this was exactly the same problem that I went through the last time, if you remember. So, quick question. With this hand, what would you discard? 7-pin or 6-pin? And what we went through last time is that we want to cut this 6 pin. Yep. Because this hand is ready, it is 10 pi. So that we would be waiting on a 2-sided wait. Accepting 5 and 8 for 8 tiles, instead of trying to complete the set of 3 for 4 and 6. Not too bad. So we always want to set ourselves up for a good wait at the very end if possible. And of course, even if you end up losing that hand, just remember, making the right choices is what matters in the end. It's a game of averages. Just like how Aru won Riichi Yakuman Ipatsu Suanko, that just happens. So once again, I feel like a lot of the terms are easier to go through if you simply remember the Japanese names of them. But mon tiles, pins, and the so's. And I didn't mention it the last time, but all simples, numbers 2 through 8. That's what they would be. Yeah, the ones that increase your brain size, especially some of the problems we're going to go through in a little bit. Last night I was going through them. I'm like, I know you just taught me this, but I don't know what to drop. You'll see what I mean when we get to them. But yes, remember the terminal tiles, which is 1 and 9. Those are important for certain yaku, as you may or may not know, such as half outside hand, full outside hand, which are hands that include these tiles in specific, may or may not have honor tiles as well. And we mentioned this the other day. There was something about one suit of hand having only 2 red 5s and the rest having 3. I'm not sure what the difference is for Mahjong Song. Chiba only mentions that there's only 1 red 5 and 10 hole, which is where if you really want to prove yourself and maybe become a professional, you play over there with the very greatest. I find it kind of interesting that they have an AI. I believe it's called Phoenix, that they let play on the ladder, and it's still not even the top 1. So even a game like Mahjong can't be fully solved by AI. Unless there's something else going there to not make it number 1. Unlike chess, where, if you have AI, it's just straight up over. I might also start doing a little review on the terms as well. So instead of saying, yeah, they can't believe in the heart of the tiles. They only go for what is the funny number. Instead of, what if I wanted to be fucked up and completely throw my hand and go for all pairs? Stuff like that happens. Actually, my best friend, who I taught how to play Mahjong, like the very first one, all the way in like FF14. He had a really good pinfu hand. Like he had stuff like 5, 6, 7, like 2, 3, 4 from like the starting hand. And he just threw them all away. He said, I'm gonna go all terminals. Yep, just all terminals. And that shit actually manifested. And he sumoed it too. So he believed. I never would have believed like that. There is no logic when it comes to that. Exactly. He had a feeling. He had the voice within him. And he went for it. It's forever recorded on this list of Yakuman ever won on this FF14. I've yet to get one on that game. All right. So instead of saying stuff like white dragon, green dragon, red dragon, Haku, Hatsu, Chun should be easier, I believe. I've been trying to think of remembering Hatsu as like a green hat. And then the other ones, I think I don't have a good example for that. So green hatsu, red jun, white haku. And then these are also relevant because you'll probably see if you try to take your mahjong studies outside of this that some guides will really just call things ton, nan, sha, and as you know, pei from 3-player mahjong. But I only called them by the yaku last time. And I differentiated them with your round seat and your own seat. Now there's a term that we could use to differentiate those. Oh no. Didn't I just send you a video where they block the Yakuman with their trash Tanyel? So when it comes to Yakuhai, we can call your seat and the round seat value tiles. And then the other ones, like the other people's seat tiles, call them valueless tiles. Because they're worthless to us, except for defense. So that's always worth keeping in mind. So now I was calling them blocks the last time. I mean, it's technically not wrong, but it doesn't really specify what I'm talking about. So I'll just go with what they define it as, which is just groups, as in finished sequences or finished triplets. Also mentioning the mentsu. I might try to start calling them by this. Well, I think in this case, just calling it a run is easier than these other two because they're faster. So instead of sequence, I'll call them runs. Instead of triplets, I'll just call them sets. Get some water. Okay. And as we know, a ready hand is called tenpai. If there's any term you want to learn, at least learn tenpai. All right. So when it's tenpai, it means you only need one tile to complete your hand, right? Let's say you need 2 tiles. So that would be 1 away from tenpai or 1 shanten. So I'll make sure to use both. That way it starts planting the seed of familiarity. So 1 away or 1 shanten. That's when you need 2 tiles or 1 more tile for tenpai. And so, let's see. Look at this. But essentially, this whole section is telling you to be aware of how many tiles you need to actually finish your hand. I mean, it might be a little bit more complicated when you're looking at 2 away, 2 shanten, or 3 away hands, but knowing how far you are definitely helps you make better choices. All right. Let's start with this one. So let me type this out. Yeah, this is our Gamba arc. You remember from the Evo Mind video? We're having ours because we're doubling the amount of mahjong days from here on out. And hi, Sage. Pin for pin. I think that one is Green Dragon, so that's Hatsu. Okay. Oh yeah, the way I try to remember the 7 one, in case they don't have it labeled, is that it just looks like an upside down 7. Like this kind of 7, but upside down. Alright, seeing this hand. Oh, so what we went over so far is that we were just going over stuff we already went through last time, but I was using different terms this time around. We call sequences runs, and we call triplets sets. Those are the main things for now. And then also knowing how many tiles you need to win your hand. Did we actually make it to 69 followers? Are we actually there? Ain't no way. Let me see. We are actually at 69 followers. Let's go. I am so happy. Now I just have to make sure to make anyone else who comes to the channel to unfollow so that we can only stay at 69 followers. We have succeeded. We finally made it to the moon. Add points. Oh. Yes. And look, it's officially called Nicoin. Just for that, I'm gonna gamble all my money and win. Aha. Oh. Well, now I'm poor. Let's go. I didn't even realize it too. I'm so happy. We are so up. Look at that. I died for everyone's sins. You get 100 Nicoin for every 10 minutes you exist in the chat. Just so you know. Hell yeah. Kaiji arc. And soon your Kage arc. I'm excited for you. Look at that. Oh my god. Are we gonna see the resurgence of another millionaire? Just remember, these are worth so much more now. Because you only get so much every 10 minutes. And for being here in the first 3 minutes, of course. Hold on, I need to test something. Do I have it here? Exactly right. Yeah, let me add something to my audio scene. Something is missing here. I'm here. Don't panic. That's not what I was looking for. It was, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Perfect. Now back to here. Let me see if this finally works. I'll be so happy if it does. She's infecting all of our computers. Can we get a yippee? Yippee! I really hope that played. If it did, I'm gonna be so happy. It played. Let's go. I couldn't hear it from my side. Was that the right volume? I hope so. Yippee! See, that's how I have redeems. Without redeems. Except they're all free. It's just gonna be on like a little small cooldown. Yippee! Yippee! That's right, Mio. Eric Rosas, welcome. Glad to have you here. We are actually impromptu celebrating 69 followers and having our audio sounds fixed. But yes, other than that, we're just going through Riichi Book 1. So I hope you enjoy. All right, now I'm gonna throw an Oy. So given this hand, what would you discard? I can see a few options here. I can see discarding 9 so I can see that. I can see discarding 7-1 from first glance. Okay. If it were me, I would probably drop 9 so just because I'm gonna greed for 10. Danielle. So let's see what they say. Discarding the 9 makes it a hand 2 away. Discarding 7 or 4 makes it 1 away. Oh. Thus you should discard 7 or 4. Oh, it looks like 4S was a good discard as well. So you would be right with the 7-1 discard. 4 so is also good. Well done. Now this is where I wanted to redefine blocks as meant to. No English, no problem. We will learn by feel if needed. So this one is important to learn. The tatsu, or the proto runs. If you remember a run is also called a sequence. So a proto run would be like a prototype run, such as 2 and 4. That would be considered a proto run. Or even, say, 7 and 8. They're both proto runs. Sadly, I do not know how to speak Spanish. Can we get a translator in the chat? So we're going to be seeing these terms a lot. You might already know them as two-sided weights, a side weight, but you will see Ryanmin a lot. Same with Kanchan and Penchan. But let's call them by their English names as well. So closed weight, like I mentioned. Whoa, let's go. Thank you, Mom. Closed weight, Kanchan. Edge weight, such as 1, 2, and 3. That would be an edge weight. Or like in this example, would be 8 and 9. That would be a Penchan. So now the question is, how are these relevant? In a little bit, we'll go over why having Kanchan would be preferable to Penchan. In fact, this is actually in a preference of what you'd rather have in your hand at any moment. So let's take 2 and 4, right? The 2 and 4, Kanchan. The reason why you would like that is because if you draw a 5, you just turn it into a side weight. Similarly, let's say you got 7 and 9. If you draw a 6, you turn that one into a Ryanmin. But edge weights, the Penchan, can't really upgrade like that. So if you had to choose what to throw away, like you have too many proto runs, you would prefer to keep your Kanchan. So same explanation here. 1, 3 can be 3 and 4. Be a Ryanmin. But for an edge weight, it would take 2 steps to be able to upgrade it to Ryanmin. There you go. Side weight, close weight, edge weight. Easy enough, I would say. All right. So this is where we go a little bit deeper into why do we prefer tiles towards the middle? It is exactly because of what we just explained. Because of their versatility in turning into side weights or Ryeonmen. So like in this one, like let's say a 5. So 5, 7, let's say can accept a 4, or the 7 can accept an 8. And then you have all of these side weights, you see? So early game especially, you want to keep all of those middle tiles just because of how much you can make with these. And even something like this. So let's say you get a 4, 5, 6, 7, and an 8. And if you become 10 pi with this, it's actually quite good. Because you can win off of a 9, a 6, and a 3. You get the coveted 3-sided weight when you have 5 consecutive numbers like this. That's why you really want to make sure that you, if you can build them, keep your middle tiles. If you have something like edge weights and stuff. But later on, you probably don't prefer them. It's a case-by-case basis. And so, more to the outside. Have a love-hate relationship with the numbers 2, 8, and 9. It's starting to learn Mahjong. Do you get something like a 2, and then next turn draw 1, and now you're cursed to finish the pin chant? If that's the case, I can see that. We can only hope to draw 4 and start fixing that. Or 3. 3's even better, actually. So here we go. And it's for this reason also that tiles towards the middle tend to be more dangerous. You're waiting for a 3 for the third hand in a row? Yeah, exactly. Or you discard the 1 to draw away from it and immediately draw the 3 next turn. And if you had a 2 over there, well, congrats, you finally reached booty 10. Versatility. Yep, we just went over this. Okay. So again, proto runs. It's an incomplete sequence, also known as Tatsu. And now we go into pairs Toitsu. We already went through these. And I explained the last time about how we prefer to have at least 2 by the time we become 10 pi. Just because, depending on what we draw, we have the flexibility to have a shanpon weight like this. Not 7. Let me do another different number. Let's say green dragon. No, that's a bad one. 3 and 3. That would be a shanpon weight, 2 pair weight. Or if we draw a good tile like this, like a 6 and a 7, 7, then there we go. We just have a side weight. So it can be a set or a run. So I actually kind of really like this example here. Let me look. So this hand right here. So 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5. So I believe technically you can Riichi this and try to wait for the 7 to become a pair. But that would be a really bad kind of wait, because then you're only waiting for 3 tiles. So the point that he's trying to make is if you instead wait for a pair, like if you get another 7, or even better, let's say you get a 5 here, an extra one, then you would have a much better weight by the time you're in tenpai, which is exactly what he explains over here. So this can be a pair, this can be a pair, and there you go. So a lot of the times you might only have one pair, and it's simply an unfortunate case if you manage to complete the set like this. So this is 2 and 2. If you draw another 2, well, that happens sometimes. You can either choose to try to make a pair somewhere else, like try to hope that this one or one of these turns into them. But a lot of the times, if it's not convenient like that, you might just end up just throwing the 2 away, and you're still stuck in the same amount of tiles needed to win. And here is the example that I was talking about. So, in the case of the 2 1-1s over here, by the time you get into tenpai, either it completes with this 1 or it completes with a 2. Same with this. It can also become a 2-3, or just complete itself with just the 2 to make a set. So the flexibility you have just by having 2 pairs is extremely powerful. And the next thing is that, what is it? Having 3 pairs, it would be worse than having just 1 pair. Let's understand why. Yes. Okay. So if I am reading this correctly, when we have this draw right here, so 6, 6, 7. 6, 6, 7, right? What they're explaining is that when you have a pair, you increase the amount of tiles you can use to move your hand forward by 2 tiles. But, as we know, 6, 7 in this case can accept 8 tiles. So the 8 and the 5. So drawing this extra pair actually doesn't do anything for our hand, especially when we have all of these other tiles as well. That's where he came up with this math here. So the plus 2 from having the pair, and then minus 8 if, let's say, you discarded the 7 saw. Not worth it. Unless you're trying to move to, like, let's say 7 pairs at that point. Wouldn't recommend it at 3 though. Thank you. You gotta keep the vibe up. I don't wanna just like brain rot you purely. Thank you. Thank you. So there's a little bit of a difference, however. If you're trying to open your hand, then actually you want to have more pairs, because those pairs you can all call pawn on them. So having 2 pairs is good if you're keeping your hand closed, because drawing sets naturally is a little bit more difficult. But if you can call pawn, they actually become more efficient. Well, let's look at it like this. What would we discard in this hand here? So 1, no, not 1, 2, so it's 3, 5, 4, 5. And these are the, I believe the red is the chun. What would we discard in this hand here? Let me move this up. So I can see discarding the 1, 5, 2, or even 4. Personally, if it were me, I would drop this 2 sil. Because you can call a chi here on the 1, 2, and maybe a 3. You can also call pawn and make that 1, 1, 1. And then chi the 3, 4, and 5. And then this Rianmen can just manifest itself. Best if we left it on tenpai. And this 2, 4, 4, I would say that I'm just keeping it as like our definite pair. But if we have to call pawn, then that's also possible. Now we can see what they say. And also, I don't want to throw away the 1 in this one. Because having that pair in an open hand makes it much easier to complete. And we already know about things being on the edge are not as flexible as the closed weights in the middle. So let's see. So they say we would definitely intend to call pawn on the red dragons. Anticipating that we should discard 5 mon. Actually says to discard 5 mon. To keep 3 pairs in this case, then discarding 1 mon to have 2 pairs. After calling pawn on the red dragon, we can choose between discarding the 3 or the 2. So, I wonder why. So let's look at it. So if I discard the 2, what I'm losing is being able to accept the 3, so that's 4 tiles lost. All right. And then if I discard just a 5, wouldn't it be the same thing? So I'd also be losing 4 tiles. Because I can't accept the 4. I wonder why. Unless the only reason I can see why they would discard the 5 first, and assuming this is like early on, is that they just want to get rid of a more dangerous tile, like 5. And 2 is much safer. So because of if we look at the order that they did that, they removed this one, and then potentially the 2 or the 3. So I think it's a defensive kind of discard. So it looks like he discarded the 2 right after, and then the 3. Well, let's see. And we'll have 2 pairs after calling pawn. 3 pairs better than 2 pairs. So this is the one I was talking about, where, well, I wasn't. Is this one? I think this was 1, 2, 3. 2 side with proto runs in 2 pairs. Yeah, this is the one. Because you could complete, let's see. This one can be 3 set. A set of 3. Or a 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4. That works. This also can complete itself. And then this one would become the pair. It's just a flexible ending kind of hand. That's the reason why you want to have 2 pairs in your hand, especially when you're really close to tenpai. Because this hand could be ready by calling chi, calling pawn, or drawing the tile, no matter how it gets ready. And it's so that you can have an ending on this proto run. Rianmen, side weight. Now this one is a little bit harder for me to wrap my head around, but perfect 2 away is having 3 Rianmen and 3 pairs. I don't know how often that happens, but it is something to keep in mind. because it sets up making the perfect one away. But if your hand is one away and you still have 3 pairs, I think that's where they were talking about considering cutting them down a bit. Hold on a minute. We're gonna put more black space for the chat. Can I pull this to the side? Oh. All right. New example. Let me type this out. 5, 5, 7. This is where some of the fun hands start happening. And 9. And we just draw a 2. What would we discard? Personally, let me look at this hand. I will most likely drop this 5 mon. That's what I think. Because the 5-7 is more likely to turn into something useful, like a 7-8 or a 4-5. So it doesn't really need that extra 9 so. Oh, I see Phoenix. What's up? 9 so? I can see that. So keep that as a pair. All right. Let's see what they say with that one. Land is now 3 pairs, so 5, 2, and 8. Oh. All right, so closed weight proto run of 5-7 is stronger than the closed weight of 2-4, the kanchan, than the edge weight of the proto run penchan of 8 and 9. So you would actually cut the 5 mon to make it into a 5-7. Yeah, so it is what I thought. It's because the 5-7 can easily turn into a side weight Ryanman more easily than the 8, 8, and 9. And I guess if you cut out the 9, then you cut down the tile acceptance for 7. Or if you cut down the 2. Cutting down the 2, it makes your hand less flexible. I can see what they mean by that. So we discarded the 5, we get an 8. I think that's kind of clear. We kind of removed the 5 mon, so we can have space for this 7 and 8 mon. And we have our Ryanman. Oh, let's see. Okay. So we now have our 2, 4, and then let's just say it's a 7, 8, and 9 because of the tile we just drew. What would we discard here? I mean, just off the first glance, I would just cut out the 8. So at this point, and just finish the Mentsu. You think so? I mean, I was kind of seeing the potential there. It kind of keeps your hand open for Tanyao, especially with this current setup. Like, this is definitely callable. You can still call the 6 pin. Yeah, the one before. Yeah, this one, right? Yeah, it's a little bit interesting to think about because then I can also see how you can also create, yeah, same acceptance. Keep your hand open for Maryaku, right? And then also this 5 can be another proto run in itself, another Tatsu. And then this could be 5, 6, 7. Still can be completed with an 8 over here. I'm not sure. I actually wonder why. Yeah. I think I read something like that as well. Because they're doing the opposite in this case. By cutting the 5 mon, they're actually keeping the weaker shapes. He's actually making the weaker shapes stronger by letting them keep this 9. So, for example, yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Is that just like a playstyle thing? Maybe they even cut the... Maybe there's like a little bit of defensive play because they're cutting the 5 mon. Cut the 5 mon more early. And then you still have the 9 for later. And so it's just the same acceptance. This is like very marginally better. He doesn't say anything about that though. I think they're equally valid choices. Yeah. Throw 5 sometimes because I'm a coward. I will throw all of my terminals away. And honors. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's the term. Sakigiri. Right. So back to this hand. I think it's just a 7 so for me here. And then we would hope one of these connects. Well, that this one finishes and keeping this one as a pair. This hand is now 1 away. For soul cut? I didn't think about it like that. Cut for soul. So you would keep the 7, 8, 8, 9 shape. Oh, yeah. You have a chance for Sanshoku here. Mm-hmm. I like that. Yep. Excellent way of looking at that. And Sanshoku, by the way, is 3 identical runs. So this could be 7, 8, 9. This is 7, 8, and 9. And the other 7, 8, and 9. So that makes your hand more valuable and also counts as Yaku. Good catch. Four is more versatile, so cutting it sooner because it might be more dangerous. So discard it now. Good call. And then, like you said, drop the 8 soul because we got the 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. So we just kind of almost confirm our Sanshoku here. Waiting on the 6 and 9. A1 and 9, so yep, Riichi, Pinfu, Sanshoku. Mm-hmm. I don't know why they didn't, maybe they didn't go over it yet because defense is more of a later consideration down on this side. So we'll do this last chapter. Then we can try to look at some of the what would you do questions and then play some Mahjong Song. Okay. So he's just introducing floating tiles. And they're not proto runs because they're not currently connected to any tiles. So like in this one, it's they're the same thing as lone tiles, right? So we have 5, 8, and 9 currently in this hand. Let's see. Does this conflict 5, 6, 7? Kind of does, actually. I believe... Well, this one is not technically what would you discard? But would we discard this 5 over the 6? Because I was thinking that technically it does conflict with 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 if it connects that way. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. Just depends. Ah, yes. So, Ryan-kan. If you recall Ryan-men, meaning two-sided weight, this one would be a double kanchan. So double closed weight, like 1, 3, and 5. I think we went over a couple of those when we were playing some games. But they're neat because you have a lot of tile acceptance with these shapes. And the only thing to keep in mind is that if you go into tenpai with these shapes, then you're forced to have a closed weight no matter what. Unless you have another, well, no, that's it. Yeah, excellent point. Suji, trying to do Suji on the Riichi tile could be really bad because let's say they do have, let's say, a 3, 5, and a 7, and they drop the 7, so they drop 7, and you would think, waiting on the 4, you would think, oh, this half Suji must be safe. Surely, on the Riichi tile, why not? What could go wrong? Don't do it. Even if they had dropped a 1 or a 7 to make this 4 more safe. Not really. Don't fall for it. Mm-hmm. Worse than the 1, 3, 5 and 5, 7, 9. Absolutely. Oh, I like it. I like this example a lot. All right. So let me type this out for you guys. Seven mon, 8 mon, 9 mon, 4 pin, 5 pin, 6 pin, 7 pin, 7 soul, draw 2 pin. Okay. In this case, what would we discard? Right away. This one is already finished. Then we have five mon discard. I can see that. 6, 7, 4, 5, 6. This one can also be seen as a 2, 4, and a 6, and with a 5, 6, 7. I agree with that. I would also drop the 5 mon here. Yep. So if we keep the 2, we have the Ryan-kan of 2, 4, and 6. If we discarded that, then we would have lowered our tile acceptance by a whole 4. Not worth. And this hand is 10, but is 1 away, right? Yeah, 1 away. So we have a really good chance of actually making Rhiannon with this. That can always be Pinfu, which, by the way, Pinfu, if we now just do a review, is all sequences, all runs. And it's on a double-sided weight with no honor tiles, which is part of the bread and butter of going for Riichi. Can be honors? Oh yeah, it has to be valueless honors, right? Even on scoring. Yeah. So it has to be valueless honor tiles if you do have them as a pair. Mm-hmm. And like I mentioned just earlier, if you have them early on, can it be valued like if it's the head? No, it cannot. That's the important distinction for going for Pinfu. Pinfu means no fu. Oh, I didn't think about it like that. And if you have a value head, it's kind of good in a way, just like it in a different way. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. I believe there is a Dating will not be a deal. Right. So what this is explaining is that if you carry this Ryankon shape into Tenpai, or not that one, this one, you might end up having a closed weight, which is only 4 tiles over 8. Yeah, cannot be Kanchan, cannot be Tanki, only a double-sided. All right, so Proto Run +1. I think this touches on the other example, the one where we had the 5-mon, 5-mon, 7-mon, and then 8, 8, and 9. So I believe where having that extra tile increases the tile acceptance. If you remember, a pair of tiles increases tile acceptance by +2. So if you had let's say, the Kanchan of 4 and 6, and you have an extra 4, well, you can accept a third 4 or 4 tiles of the 5. So having that shape is worth considering when trying to move your hand forward. And going by the author's logic, you would prefer to bolster your... well, I don't know. I think I kind of like the reasoning you had with potentially keeping the closer tiles, like the 5, 5, 7, for flexibility. But then there's also Sakigiri, or dropping the more dangerous tiles first. But it is able to stand on its own. So it doesn't really need the 5 extra. I'd say it depends on your draw and the state of the board, is what the real answer is. And also, this is really important because one of us here is doing a Mahjong collab with me next week. Yeah, technically, you can't say that about every single decision. So going through this review right now is absolutely critical. If you're there and you're listening, better listen double time. Especially with Icy Phoenix with the assist. Critical indeed. Thank you. I seriously thought about it the last time I did the presentation, and I wanted to reiterate the stuff that I was missing. It's like, you know what, they made a lot of good points, you know? And that's why I decided to go through this one instead, to be a little bit more thorough with things. Okay, let's do this last example for the book. Yeah, this is RB1. Thank you, Mio. Really? How did you end up learning your mahjong stuff? Just by playing? Why is this in white? You know, that's actually so funny. 7, 1, 5. And another 5. All right. So, given this hand, what would we discard? We even have a floating 5 pin here. This is a 5, 5, and 7. 7, 8, 9, 9. I mean, if I was in a real game, I would have just instinctively dropped the 5 pin. Either the 5 pin or this 9 soul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 9. Maybe even the 4 soul. Huh. What are our blocks? So we have this, that's incomplete, and then the 5, 5, 7. Talking about pure efficiency. I mean, my first instinct as for pure efficiency would be probably dropping this 4 soul, just because these 3 are already occupied. I think that's my instinct on just being efficient. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, that's a good point. So I haven't gone over what is 0 soul. That's the red 5, isn't it? So this 2, 3, and 4. If there's a red 5 and you draw into it, you wouldn't suffer as much if you as if you dropped the 4, and then this would be by itself. So 0 soul, 0 mon, 0 pin. You got some really good backseaters. I think I'm gonna end up learning the same way. Okay. So that would be my first one, is do the 5 pin. So discarding 5 or 7 or break the proto one. +1 is inefficient. Yup. Yeah, I definitely would keep this 5, 5, 7. There are other options. So discarding 9 so is much more efficient. Really? Yeah. I mean, it does let these other ones accept more tiles. Like, technically, this 5 can accept a whole lot of tiles. Guess that's fine. And then just make a shape out of this, presuming it's early. Okay. Let's do a little bit of 301. We already did the first 3 last time, and I said this was going to be homework, so I hope that you guys went through it. But this will be fun. And just remember, these are going to be a little bit more difficult than even the ones in the book. So if you can't get it, that's perfectly fine. There we go. And then I'll just type the ones for this. Three-mon and three-mon. So the first one, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9. That one is completed. At first glance, I might drop the 9-mon. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll drop the 5-pin. The 5-pin here. Try to open it up for Rianmen weight. So that's my guess. It's 5-pin. And then this one, what's different? We have 2 East tiles. And I assume these are value tiles, so this one, I would say that means that we are in the East seat. So it's East 1, East seat, turn 6. Well, in that case, it's hard to say for me. I'm not gonna lie. Because I already know that they're implying it's going to be 2 different answers. I think I will... I think I will drop the 9-mon in this one. And my reasoning for that is because if we get to the call pawn on Ton or East, then I can also call pawn on the red 5s. So I'm just keeping, and also Chi. And this is already, the 9-mon with the 6, 7, 8, 8 is already complete. So it can act as the pair as well. That's my guess for the second question. And then the next one we have 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 6, 7, 7, 3, 8, 4, 5, 6. So I'm stuck between dropping this. I think it's I'm not sure if I'm right about this, but I might drop this 3-pin here. Because if we do that, then we confirm our Tanyao. And either of these two is our pair. Because if we draw a 1, 2, and a 3, then it's no longer Tanyao. I mean, I was also considering dropping this 8-pin. Trying to confirm... forgot what the Japanese term is, but I know it's a pure double sequence. With the 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. Hard to say. Oh, Yubeko. Thank you, thank you, thank you. At a first glance, I will drop the 3-pin on here. Let's see what we got. 5-pin, 5-pin, 8-pin. Okay, let's see. Let's see how we did. So, for the first one, it's 5-pin. Fixing Rianmen. Easy to get pinfu. Yeah, figured that was the case for me. Okay, second one. 9-mon. Let's go. The two Han from getting double done are a lot. So double east, because you're east seat and you have the east tiles. I didn't even think about double done. This way you'll always get 10 by waiting on done and you're only losing acceptance of one tile. Waiting for this is insane. And then the last one is... oh, 2-pin. The choice between 2-pin and 8-pin. Not even 3-pin. I guess that's because of the Ryanman. So cunning 8-pin can give you Ipeko and increase the value of the hand. Yeah, good one. Oh, this is supposed to be difficult. And this is with his first book being like super difficult. Gives you 5 more tiles to wait on. The chance of Ipeko is simply not worth that much. Not a fan of it. Honestly, me neither. Because I like the being able to call on this hand if needed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shampoo weight 3 mon and 2-pin. Yeah, definitely. I wonder though. Is there a reason why they make 2 mon the Dora? Because I'm not sure if they... waiting on 2-pin might not be too bad. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. And also, this can easily become a 2-3 mon. Or even, if you get really lucky, you can even draw 2 of them. And if you already plan to keep open your hand from the start, then I don't really like dropping my pairs when my plan is to open anyways, or leave the option open. I'm not sure about that one, personally. Would you say so? Well, yeah, that would be the case because you're dropping the pair and you're losing the Ryanman overall. That is true. I'm not gonna... Right. Good point. Yeah. I only do that because I was trying to confirm Daniel. But maybe that's not worth it. It's not like I'm gonna really be using this 8-pin either, so I can see that for sure. 7-pin? No, that's also a good point because then you have 6, 7, 8, and then 2 8-pin as a pair, and then you still keep this one. Maybe you can cheat 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I see it now. Thank you for that. Okay, so I think that concludes now. Let's go play some comfy games of Mahjong. I hope your brains aren't overloaded. Mine is only a little bit. No, I got logged out. Let's put what we have into. Yep. In order of what you should learn. Would you say that the order that Riichi Book 1 follows seems to be the right choice? Thanks. Yeah, that is also the case. Oh, it's so loud.
ほら、言ったでしょ。会長が自転車でこっちに向かってきています。
You lower the sound of my microphone. There we go. Yeah, and that's basically the beginner book. And those choices are also hard to wrap your head around, and those it's only the beginning. You can't just be like, yeah, that's the choice every time without understanding, which is more of the main value of going through that. Let's play on our level. We'll do on these.
私は揺るぎのない犬派ですよ。
Oh yeah, Phoenix. Are you gonna roll for any of the blue archive characters? I'm not even ashamed. I'm falling for it. Embrace the gacha allure indeed. Valueless tile. Five, seven, eight. Drop this one as well. Maybe we end up drawing one of these. I might keep the white for a while, just because it is Dora. Drop this one first, since there's only 3 of them in play at the moment. I wonder how long I should keep this Haku. And looking at these tiles, 4, 5. Yeah, I want to keep that. We'll drop the 2. Yeah, I play Blue Archive definitely for the gameplay. Very true. It also makes me feel better too. I swear, I've spent more on gacha in like the last 2 years in actual games. They dropped the Haku. No,
必要が
definitely
な
drop
ければ切
Seita.
り捨てる。これこそが篠宮家の流儀よ。
There's no way they're waiting on that. I think we have to actually just throw in this hand because I don't see anything manifesting it anytime soon. 7, 8, 9. Do you have the green dragons? That's the only explanation, right? East Hill might be dangerous. Or not. They just dropped the 1. Yeah. That I can at least say that I do well, because I don't spend that crazy amount.
Pon. Pon.
I'm not sure if that's the move to be going for pure straight here, but I just didn't want this other person to be drawing tiles.
Pon.
Mom. No. That was a really risky one. It's only a poverty hand. Let's go. There was potential. There was potential. You get like 1 smurfer. Yeah. Yeah. Especially dropping those tiles when Kamicha was going for what looked like Honitsu, or also full straight or full flush. I should have been careful of that. I got lucky I didn't get mangan. Do I count as a smurfer? No, definitely not. I am most definitely at my level. So these are our sets. 4, 7, 9. These lines. Riichi.
Chi.
No way, right? Okay. Part of me did call that cheap. It might not have been the smartest choice in retrospect. Sumo? Ron? Ron? Khan? They just waited just to make them really bask in that. Ooh, I got you. I got you so good. I will drop this 9. It does conflict with italic something on the 6. I'll keep this because I don't have another pair. Yeah, exactly. So they can get jump scared as well. Another blocks. Might keep that. Oh. I think I want to make a block out of this 7 while it's still early. Fluffy Nelson. Hi. Welcome. We just concluded our lessons. We're now just playing some comfy games. It manifested. Let's go. I'll confirm the shape. Close con. Oh, that's a spicy con. They just kind of force for volatile. And that's a long drop. It'll be fine. There's no way, right? You'll have to see it. Do we confirm that? Don't kill me, please. What you got? Drop it. They were really scared about that 7 month. Relax, it's not that bad. Question is if I... Whoa, I like the face of that, that Riichi. I'll drop that one instead, so I don't completely lose my hand. Yeah, right? I can use 4, 5, 6, and 7 as my weight for a pair. There's a chance, my friends. She should have waited like 50 seconds and did the same thing back to her. Would have been funny. As long as we're not last, we're winning. That's how I see it. Oh, there's such potential for Honitsu with this hand. But we did just draw Dora. This is also our tile. Yeah, Laja griefing. I can't believe people can be so toxic in this game. I'll keep Honitsu open. I might likely call the white dragon and try to cheat the 1, 2, 3. That's my plan. Okay. I will drop that one. So we can call upon the Wesson though. Dragon. We're in a good shape right now. Pawn?
Riichi.
Oh, I love this. Now that's a sharp bone wave. West, I say just drop it. I got this one from the Invincible Ichihime event. Maybe there will be one for Blue Archive, who knows? This is Silver Room, surely they won't think that West and Dragon are unsafe, right? I mean, I don't mind sumo. Yes, Ramo! You finally made it to stream! Hello! Yes, you're absolutely winning. With this hand right here, see this? We're getting the W, quite literally. We went on W.
Riichi-nya.
Oh,
Ponya.
okay, I'm kinda scared now. Can I not deal in, please? Thanks. What?
Ronya.
Yeah, I'm trying to help everyone wrap our heads around it. Man, I had so much. Hold his hand. Do we go for it? Chat? No, don't go for it. Don't go Kokushi. Yes, I can see that. I'll probably call Chion the 1-1 if it drops again. Keep my hand open for half flush. This north is not going to be helping us. Or I lied. It is helping us. You are absolutely right. I already dropped the 9-1 and red dragon. So now I'm gonna actually draw it and suffer for it. Dropping the white. Okay. Oh, twice dropped. That's I agree with that. is also a good weight. Oh wow. Man. If we end on this, how greedy do we get? Maximum greed. I mean, if we're gonna move up to any of the spots, we might have to actually go greedy. Oh, it's to see. Yeah, I hate to see it. Not like I could have, well, I guess I could have called it, but still. Imagine if we have to wait on the last west. I'm gonna cry. Okay, that's complete. Mm-hmm.
リーチにゃ
Oh. Are we gonna really wait on the last west tile? Just call Riichi? Do we care? No. Aish. Don't say it.
ラン
Ah, I had other tiles that I could have dropped. Clearly, we learned how to play mahjong from all of that. No! I should have just maintained my third place. I had my eyes on second and first. I wanted the gold so badly. You have to understand the greed, the desire for power, glory. What is third? But breaking even, or even losing some. I swear I will become an expert. Yeah, as long as we don't D-rank, of course. All pairs potential? Hello? But that is double ton, so I might just call that. Whoa. What a tempting hand, I'm gonna be honest. I'll likely not call Chian. Oh my god. Game is killing me. I bet somebody just cringed at that drop. Oh yeah, that is true, huh? I like that. I'm gonna say Bonya. Bonya. Yeah, we even have the same kind of eye shape too. With the little glint in the corner. And we're also blinking. I just noticed that the board is blinking. Question is if I should keep these at home. I feel like they're waiting for them. It's been a while. I can be greedy as hell and go for... Do I go for it? Yeah, drop this. You can pawn that. Say it. Thinking about it? Yeah, somebody had two of them.
地位
7. Sure, you can have it. Oh. Can I have my ace and my green? Pawn. Whoa, she's in tenpai. There's no... There's no way. Why would she do that? Poverty hands. Let's go. Yeah, one hand challenge. Oh, look, we already got our yakuai just like that. We also have a potential for outside hand. Oh, okay. Know what I mean? Gonna drop that. Keep the 2 in case we get a 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go. I want to believe this is the right choice. Oh, the urge to press gun. I was holding back, I swear. I was holding back so much from that. Ah, dandy. Thank you for the follow. Let's go. Just remember, if you follow, you get 2 things. 1 from me, 1 from the bot. Yeah. That is a good point. That is a good point. Now we lock in, yeah?
Chi.
Gee. We shall anticipate getting this north tile. And to be fair, they would have denied a lot of hands just for that. And now they're dealer. Nice gamba! It's okay. It's okay. We can reach 690 followers next. No, the backfire. No. Poor funny number. It'll be missed. I'm gonna gamba. Gambas. Do I win? I lost it.
Riichi.
You won though. Not the knee coin.
リーチです。
Oh. Okay, save tile. Let's go. Love it. No way, right? Okay. Oh.
ポン。
I should have gone for flow.
カン。
ロン。
Honestly, I just the intrusive thoughts told me to click it. I'm losing my mind. I didn't even press con at the very least. Good content. I'm trying. I swear. All right, I'll play. I'll be a good mahjonger now. I'll play by the book, the Riichi book. We're gonna play optimally. So that Icy Phoenix can be proud of me. Mm-hmm. Whoa. Possible? Six, 8. Interesting. I wonder how much this actually helps my hand. It actually keeps this shade. Oh, hard to say. Mm, I believe in the full flush. It's definitely optimal. 100%. 100%. I believe.
Chi.
It's happening. No, all the threes.
Pon.
Will it manifest? Is it gonna manifest? No, all of the threes. I think my hand is obvious at this point. There's no way. They're dropping all my tiles. So you're saying there's a chance? There's one more. There's one more. And this guy's going crazy with his mon drops right now. He doesn't even care. I wonder what my hand is. Do it. Do it. Ah, come on.
もし変えちゃう
He really dropped it.
まだ諦めないでしょ
No. In no way.
ポン
I thought I was dead. A certain mahjong feeling. Yeah. This is so sad. I'm dead. No, I'm not dead. I should have.
天杯当然のことです
I should have believed in the one tile. I didn't believe. Oh, so close.
ポン
Pawn? What? What you got there? Yeah, nobody's at 30k. Excellent point. It's still possible. More than possible, even. As long as he doesn't have some nasty hand behind that. She probably doesn't. He's thinking about it. Mm-hmm. I'm ready for it. Interesting poem.
ポン
Poem? He really held back on that one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Weird drops, but okay. I mean, it has to be. Or Honitsu. That's also still a possibility. Yeah. Yeah, that's very possible. See what the tiles give us. I doubt anyone's dropping the greens. If anything, I think he has the green pair. Let's see which one is a good one. I know you have the green dragon pair. I know it. I can see it. It's obvious as day. Waiting for the rotten jump scare. But my Shimo on the right has a poverty hand, so maybe it's not so bad. Wow. Mm. Mm. This is painful. This is so painful. Why is this hand so hard to manifest? Who's holding all the souls? No, they're on auto discard. Look at that. They don't even care anymore. They're in Tenpai.
リーチです。
Man.
脳天
Oh, what a scary hand. And
少しのミスよ。
I could have fallen for that. I would have. Ah, did they heal my life points? It's okay. It's not yet over. It's not over until it's over. Look at this excellent and beautiful hand that we just started with. 100% this is a Riichi hand. And there's a Riichi stick on the table. 2 of them. Oh, and there's just one. Yes, yes, yes. 100%. Maybe even painful. Most likely painful even. Oh, yep, it's looking to be. Using that as my pair. Because we don't want to keep the Ryankan going into Tenpai, if I remember that correctly. And we have technically another side weight right there.
Pon です。
Fun.
Chi.
It's happening.
リーチ
Oh, now I mean business. I'm gonna sumo this. Come back. Back on the climb. Wow, what a spicy drop you just made there, my friend. Yes. Winner POV. Only here, folks. Yep. See? Like we said, we sumo it.
でもごめんなさい。
Give me back my
リ
money.
ーチ、スモ、ピンフ。
The classic. Men Tenpin. Alright, we are no longer in last place. And I am become the dealer. I know I got robbed so badly. You hate to see it. I am become dealer. Destroyer of Uradura. Maybe we can make something out of that too. We'll see, we'll see. We are in fact making something out of that too. Now the question is, do I go cheap on Tanyao or stay closed? Oh my god. Okay, we're keeping it closed. Look at this possible wait. Is this truly the redemption arc? I know, right? You know, I probably should have kept that, but whatever. Watch me draw 3 pin next. Absolutely insane draws, mate.
Pon.
Yes, let me draw again, thank you. Yep. The curse. I pay for my sins. Insane greed. Maybe I make the wrong choice and it pays off, you know?
リーチ
My greed shall pay off in dividends. It will give me to 30,000 and then we win. And I can go to sleep. Haha.
リーチです。
They're chasing. Stop. Stop. Don't you dare. Sounds good. Yes! 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 Give me that Riichi
ド
stick.
ラにドラマンガン
Mangan! That is how you in Mahjong.
あらまさか私に勝てるとでもおかわいいこと
Kawaii koto. Never doubted. Yeah, don't need to order up your first anyway. It's only to rub it in. Yes. Do add me real quick. I'll go in the accept the application. I'm doxing everyone else, by the way. Again. Nah, sadly I have to go. I have to level with you guys. I'm not actually a professional mahjong player playing for money in tournaments. I know it might come as a shock to you. I'm a part-timer in real life, and I have to go that way. Yes, let's go. I like your choice of character as well. You're right. Exactly. So, we're gonna continue tomorrow on Tanya Tuesday. Thank you for coming. I hope we get to learn more tomorrow, and I appreciate you guys being here. Hope you guys have a good night.